Vivek. Hello, my viewers, and welcome to my channel. I'm back again with one of Vivek's story. Remember that Vivek is one of the American presidential candidate, and throughout his campaign speeches, he has said a lot of things, and he has just shared some of his plans when he is elected. Now in this video, he shares one of his campaign plan, which is to end birthright citizenship for illegal immigrants' their children. Now let's check out his video and hear what he is saying.
So I would end birthright citizenship for illegal immigrants.
But not for legal immigrants?
And the children of illegal immigrants. Well, what does it mean for everybody else? I mean, we're all citizens, whether sixth generation or first generation. In my case, if you're born in this country, you have citizenship if you're born under legal circumstances. But I think that if somebody comes to this country illegally and has a child while here, I do think we have to end birthright citizenship.
But does that mean you deport like a 1-year-old?
I think you would do the family. You would take the whole family unit. So I'm strongly opposed to policies that would separate kids from their parents. I think that was discussed even in the Trump administration and otherwise as a tactic for deterring people from coming. As a pro-family leader, I will not adopt such a policy, but we will send back the family unit as such. And I think that if you came to this country illegally, the right answer is you have to be sent back to your country of origin, come back through the same legal means, getting in the same line that everybody who's coming into this country legally is already pursuing.
This has brought a lot of talk on social media. People are commenting, people are stitching this video, but hey, what do you expect after that statement? Let's go straight into checking out some of the stitches to this video and get to talk afterwards.
So, Vivek Ramaswamy has now officially joined the likes of Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump, becoming another Republican to officially call for the end of birthright citizenship, going as far as to say that he would deport a US-born child if the parents were undocumented immigrants. Keep in mind that this is what Vivek Ramaswamy looks like. Some might call him a traitor. Now, for those of you that don't know, the 14th Amendment is what grants birthright citizenship, but there are Republicans out there, be it Trump, DeSantis, Vivek, so on and so forth, who have called for an end to this. Plain and simple, depending on who you are, just because you were born here, does not automatically mean you should be an American citizen. Now, Ramaswamy does acknowledge that his plan is kind of standing on thin ice and likely just wouldn't work. Like I said earlier, feel free to pause it here. Whether you are Vivek, Ron DeSantis, or Trump, they have all at some point in time called for an end to this. All this really is, at least in my opinion, is just pandering. All this is Vivek saying things to get more support, drive more attention towards him, rile up his base, and if he was to somehow get elected, which he won't, but if he was able to, then this will just be one of those things that never actually happens. Then he'll blame Democrats and say the Democratic Party isn't letting him do what he wants, blah, blah, blah. All the while, I think it would be a long shot for him to even really get Republican support to end something like the 14th Amendment. In the end, though, once again, Republicans not focusing on real issues. And furthermore, once again, we have another Republican recommending a change to our amendment that I believe would have serious ramifications and cause way more damage than good, because what this could mean is, hypothetically, you have a 10-year-old child born and raised here, one day their family gets deported, and because they got deported, now they get deported. Now here they are in a country that they might have never been to before, they might not speak the language or know anything about the culture, but hey, welcome to your new home. Obviously, I'm going a bit to an extreme, but that is something that could realistically happen. It's dangerous, it's reckless. If Ramaswamy wants to talk about strengthening the borders or whatever, then I mean fine. But to go as far as to say that you want to upend the 14th Amendment is ridiculous.
Here's what conservatives and Republicans believe when it comes to birthright citizenship. Quote, under the legal theory that the child of an illegal immigrant is not someone who enjoys birthright citizenship, then it would be perfectly legally permissible to remove the entire family unit. So if you have an illegal immigrant here who had children, and the children are now citizens because they were born here in the United States, Vivek Ramaswamy is saying that he would deport the illegal immigrants, the parents, and he would deport the child who is a U.S. citizen. And he's going to do them a favor by deporting them as a family unit, because he's a family person and he wouldn't want to separate families. To me, this is dangerous, Black people. The 14th Amendment states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. But conservatives believe, Republicans believe, that if your parents are here or were here illegally and you have to be deported, then whether or not the child is a U.S. citizen because they were born here, and according to the 14th Amendment, if you were born here, you are a U.S. citizen, then they want to deport the parents who are here illegally along with the U.S. citizen, which is their child. Let me tell you why this is dangerous, Black people. None of us. Let me tell you why I think this is dangerous. Our ancestors, they weren't born here. They were brought here illegally. And then we became United States citizens because we were born here. How, if this were to come to pass, how would that be manipulated to deport all of us? We're all illegal aliens on this land. The only naturalized citizen on this land are the indigenous. How would they be able to manipulate this to get rid of Black people?
Over 10 million United States citizen children live with at least one non-citizen parent. And this, my friend, is a step in the wrong direction.
Who is an illegal immigrant? This is a foreign person who is living in a country without having official permission to live there. Now, what Vivek is trying to say is that in case an illegal immigrant was to have a child in America, that child will not be considered as a citizen, but will have to be deported together with the whole family. Now, a citizen is a person who, by place of birth, nationality of one or both parents, or naturalization, is granted full rights and responsibilities as a member of a nation or a political community. Now, there are different types of citizenship, but I would like us to look at this particular one. The citizenship by birth or jus soli. So this is a Latin term meaning right of soil. It generally refers to the rule granting citizenship to an individual who is born in a country. However, this does not apply in every country. So children of undocumented or illegal immigrants who were born in the United States become U.S. citizens automatically. So the parents' immigration status is not taken into account. This is due to the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which reads that all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and the state wherein they reside. Now, there are many people within the United States who believe that children of illegal immigrants should not be given U.S. citizenship status at all. And we're seeing this case with Vivek. Now, these people argue that allowing such children US citizenship was not the original intent of the drafters of the 14th Amendment. But again, the drafters didn't address the topic of immigration at all, because no limits then existed on who could enter the United States. In November 2016, the Republican Party won control of the White House and both houses of Congress after a campaign in which candidate Donald Trump denounced automatic birthright citizenship for these children and called for ending of the practice. Now, getting back to this video, let's take a look at what others had to say about this issue. The first comment reads, yeah, then by his logic, Vivek would be deported to where his family is from. I approve that. The second one reads, sir, you are first generation. In that case, you would end up being illegal yourself, becoming ineligible to be president. Okay, I am a Republican. Those born here are American. The illegals are illegals. The children can stay. But if this person is saying that the children can stay, then how do you deport a 1 year or how do you deport the parents to a 1 year baby and just leave that baby in America? Sounds crazy. Okay, there's just a lot coming from people. Some are agreeing with him and some still think this is crazy because no one deported his parents when he was born. But what do you think about this? Well, leave your thoughts in the comments and see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this video and don't forget to like.